We all know this story. About 13.8 billion years ago, our entire universe exploded into existence from a single point. This is the Big Bang. It's the starting line for everything we know. Every star, every galaxy, every planet, and even us. But it raises a mind-bending question, one that has puzzled scientists and philosophers for decades. What was there before the Big Bang? What came before the beginning? Let's dive into one of the biggest mysteries in all of science, the most widely accepted idea. It takes us to something called the singularity. Imagine taking everything in the universe, all the matter, all the energy, and squishing it down into a point infinitely small, infinitely dense, and infinitely hot. That's the singularity. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, this is where our universe began. Before this moment, the very concepts of space and time as we understand them might not have even existed. Think about that. If time itself began with the Big Bang, then asking what came before it is like asking what is north of the North Pole. The question itself might not make sense in our current framework of physics. It's a place where our laws of nature break down completely, leaving us at the edge of known science. But what if the Big Bang wasn't a wartime event? What if it's part of an endless cycle? This brings us to the oscillating universe theory, also known as the Big Bounce. This idea suggests that our universe has been going through an eternal series of expansions and contractions. It starts with a Big Bang, expands for billions of years, but eventually gravity pulls everything back together. All the galaxies rush towards each other, culminating in a big crunch, a reverse Big Bang that collapses everything back into a singularity. And then, from that compressed state, another Big Bang happens, and a new universe is born. So, in this model, before our Big Bang, there was another universe, the one that came before ours in the cycle. They could be living in just one of countless cosmic chapters, with no true beginning and no ultimate end. It's a beautiful, poetic idea of cosmic rebirth. Now let's expand our minds even further with the multiverse theory, which grows out of something called cosmic inflation. The inflation theory suggests that in the first tiny fraction of a second after the Big Bang, the universe expanded exponentially faster than the speed of light now. A more advanced version of this theory, called eternal inflation, proposes that this process of rapid expansion is always happening somewhere. Our universe is like a bubble that inflated and then slowed down, allowing stars and galaxies to form. But outside our bubble, the universe is still inflating at a furious pace, constantly spawning other bubble universes. Each of these bubbles could have its own unique laws of physics, its own set of particles, its own dimensions. Some might be similar to ours, while others could be completely alien and inhospitable. In this cosmic foam of countless universes, the question what was before our Big Bang gets a new answer. That was the multiverse, a vast, dynamic ocean of space-time from which our universe and countless others emerged. We're not the whole show, we're just one bubble in an infinite cosmic sea. And if that wasn't strange enough, let's venture into the world of string theory and brain cosmology. String theory proposes that the fundamental building blocks of reality aren't particles, but tiny, vibrating strings of energy. It also requires the existence of extra dimensions beyond the three spatial dimensions and one-time dimension we experience. In this framework, our entire four-dimensional universe might exist on a membrane, or brain, floating within a higher dimensional space called the bulk. So what caused our Big Bang? According to brain cosmology, it could have been a cataclysmic collision between our brain and another parallel brain. Imagine two giant sheets floating in a higher dimension, and they crash into each other. The immense energy released from that collision would have been powerful enough to trigger the Big Bang and create everything we see in our universe today. In this scenario, before the Big Bang, there were these higher dimensional brains existing quietly in the bulk, just waiting for the cosmic collision that would give birth to our world. It turns what we think of as the ultimate beginning into just one event in a much larger, higher dimensional reality. So what really came before the Big Bang? Was it a timeless, spaceless nothing? Was it a previous universe that collapsed on itself? Or was it a vast multiverse or a higher dimensional space where universes are born from cosmic collisions? The honest answer is, we don't know for sure. This question sits at the absolute limit of our knowledge and our technology. but we are getting closer. Next-generation observatories like the James Webb Space Telescope are allowing us to see further. Back in time than ever before, closer to the dawn of the universe. By studying the cosmic microwave background radiation, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang, and searching for gravitational waves from the earliest moments of creation. Scientists hope to find clues. Tiny ripples in spacetime that could point to one theory over another. It's one of the most. Profound quests in human history, the search for our ultimate origin story. The answer, whatever it may be, is waiting for us out there, hidden in the faint light from the beginning of time. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to the edge of time and space. What theory do you find most compelling? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this cosmic exploration, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures into the mysteries of the universe. See you in the next one.